So I've just come out of watching Wakanda Forever. me and Jimmy. Man, it's a lot to process.
Hey, little darling, don't shed no tear. No woman, no cry.
Okay, so I processed it and I thought it was a really good film. What's happening, people? How you doing? My name is Adam. Welcome to A Doodle Reviews, an entertainment channel for entertainment purposes. Please like and subscribe. So Wakanda Forever. I saw it last night with my mate Jimmy, as you saw in the previous video. It was really good. I enjoyed it. I didn't like some little things about the film. I thought it was overly long. I thought they could have trimmed it nicely and it would have been like a lot neater. I didn't really connect with the Riri Williams character, Ironheart. That seemed a little bit squashed into the film there. And I thought her suit looked pretty bad. She looked kind of like a Power Ranger. But the positives of the film were, for me, the standout was Letitia Wright. I think she's a wonderful actress, beautiful girl. I think she really portrayed the emotion of the film really well. She had to carry the film really well, obviously because Chadwick Boseman died before he could return for a sequel, and it's kind of a controversial thing about whether or not they should have recast the role with a different actor, which I believe they should have done because the character has a hell of a lot more stories to tell. They've kind of wangled their way around that sort of situation with the spoiler. This is going to be full of spoilers and stuff, by the way, so I'm just going to talk. But the very end of the film, the end credit scene, they show T'Challa's son, who is also named T'Challa, but he's going to have to age up a hell of a lot before he takes on the Black Panther role. So we're going to have to wait a long time before we do see T'Challa back as Black Panther again. But I think they could have done it a different way, and I think they could have gradually brought a new actor into the role. They didn't necessarily have to do it with this film, but I think they should have done that. But anyway, regardless, I think this film was really good, very entertaining. I think Namor, or Namor, however you say it, he was a really good anti-hero type villain character. And I'm so glad they kept the wings on his ankles, because that's just like, that's who he is. If he didn't have those, he wouldn't be Namor. And the fact that he flies around and everything is just, it's kind of funny, but it looks really good. I think this visually looked a lot better than the first film. The first film had a few sort of technical hitches, shall we say, with regards to the CGI. This one seemed to have improved it a lot. I still prefer the original film. Just do. I just think, you know, Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman brought a lot to the role. I liked a lot of the scenes earlier in the other film. But this had some really good scenes as well, some good fight scenes, some good action. The underwater blue people, not the Avatar people, but, you know, different. These are the minions, shall we say, of Namor. They were really cool as well, quite threatening as well, quite sort of, there were certain like scenes where it's quite like freaky when they popped out the water, and there's parts where they use these siren calls to like get these guys to jump off boats and stuff. It's quite freaky, but I really enjoyed the film. I want to see it again so I can sort of get a proper perspective on it. I definitely need to see it again. The only thing I'm sort of dreading about watching it again is because it is so long and a bit dragged out. But other than that, I really enjoyed it. Like I say, standout is Letitia Wright. She was fantastic. I think she deserves awards, let alone Angela Bassett, who played Queen Ramonda, who actually did a really good performance as well for her scenes, but she didn't have as many scenes as Letitia Wright did, who was, like I say, who is my favourite. And she did eventually take up, Letitia Wright did take the Black Panther role. Shuri did. She took up the Black Panther role, and she was good. She was formidable. But like I say, it would have been good to have T'Challa carry on the role. But overall, fantastic film. Probably the best of the Phase 4 of the MCU, or possibly that and was it Shang-Chi? But yeah, it's kind of equal. I don't know, this maybe tipped it. And what I do really love about this as well, that it wasn't goofy, and it wasn't like having to have a comedy moment every 2 seconds. It was quite serious. And I wish they'd just do that with like more Marvel films and stop having to inject jokes into. I think that's probably the Disney factor of the whole situation with Marvel, because Disney like to have everything family friendly, and yeah, I think that might be it. But anyway, good film, worth a watch. Love you very much. God bless. Goodbye.